So you're pregnant, or your partner is, or you're here because someone said pregnancy is magical, cool, congrats. Now here's the honest truth. Pregnancy can be magical, and it can be a full contact sport where your body humbles you daily. Welcome to the gang. This is Pregnancy Uncensored, the place where we say the quiet parts out loud. Not to scare you, to prepare you, because a lot of pregnancy content is pretty. And sometimes it skips the parts where you stare into the mirror and whisper, is this normal? Or am I becoming a new species? The preface opens with a simple assumption. If you're reading this, you might be a first-time parent. If that's you, seriously, congratulations. That's a big deal. And then comes the classic move. Somebody hands you the famous pregnancy book. You know the one people call the Pregnancy Bible. It has good information, it really does. But it can also scare the absolute crap out of you. Because it's one thing to read facts, it's another thing to live them in a body that has decided it's now a science experiment with emotions. What this book tries to do, and what this channel does too, is talk about what pregnancy and early motherhood can feel like in real life. Not the Instagram version, the version where you're excited and terrified and nauseated and somehow hungry at the same time. If you've ever thought, why did nobody mention this part? Congratulations, you're exactly where you belong. The author introduces herself, Ariana. She's a mom of 2 boys, only 22 months apart. And yes, she openly admits, what was I thinking? She's got 3 college degrees, and she delivered both babies while working on her master's, which is either inspirational or proof she's part machine, possibly both. Her first birth was at a birth center, unmedicated, natural, and she describes it as amazing. But her first pregnancy, she describes it as personal hell. And then there's her second baby, nicknamed the toilet baby, born at home in a bathroom moment that sounds like it belongs in a sitcom, except it was real life. Pregnancy and birth have a way of taking your plans, folding them into a paper airplane, and throwing them directly into the sun. Ariana says it bluntly, pregnancy glow, my butt. For her, the glow wasn't dewy skin and goddess energy. It was more like sweat, nausea, and surviving the day. And here's the deal. If your pregnancy is smooth and dreamy, that's awesome. But if your pregnancy feels like a chaotic mix of symptoms, emotions, and bodily surprises, you are not broken. You're not weak. You're not alone. The preface also makes something very clear. Ariana doesn't have much of a filter. You might love her tone, or you might not. So she basically says, take me with a grain of salt, but she also promises something important. She'll do her best to stay unbiased, and she'll share research and facts, even on topics that people get spicy about, which, honestly, good. Pregnancy advice shouldn't be a mysterious potion. It should come with labels, sources, and a big blinking sign that says, talk to your healthcare provider. Pregnancy can be scary, birth can be scary, newborns can be scary, motherhood can be very scary. And the point isn't to pretend it's all sunshine and softly lit nurseries. The point is to say, a lot of us are terrified sometimes. And that doesn't mean we're failing, it means we're human. And if we're going to do this, we're doing it with honesty, humor, and enough reality to actually help. So yes, welcome to Pregnancy Uncensored. Here, we're doing real talk, real research, and a little sass, because sometimes humor is the only thing holding the whole operation together. In the next video, we'll jump into Chapter 1, that first moment of, wait, oh no, am I pregnant? Subscribe so you don't miss it. And remember, you don't have to be fearless. You just have to keep going. Welcome to the gang. Buckle up, honey.